Hey everybody, it's Jeff with another coin auction update. This one was certainly interesting. It's one of the most infamous coins of the hobby of the 1894S Barber Dime. Only 24 pieces are known to exist. Came up for auction recently. As you can see here, this is in one of the old NGC slabs as a Proof 65 with a CAC sticker. And it's got an interesting little story. This sold on December 17th, and there's been a lot of action over the next 2 weeks with this particular coin. And we'll get to that in a second here. As you can see, this one sold for $1.44 million as a Proof 65. And how does that rank? Is that a good price or a bad? There's only a couple ways to really judge something that's only got 24 pieces. There's just not a lot of sales history. So you go to the gray sheet, Proof 65 CAC. Coming into that moment and into that sale, the gray sheet was actually 1.7 million, as you can see here. After this sale, they adjusted it down to 1.44 million, which happened to be exactly what it ended up selling for. So the gray sheet essentially said, okay, we see your sale and we'll adjust accordingly. But there actually has been a couple of sales in the last year. The most recent one was actually September 2020, just a few months ago. This beauty, Proof 66, with incredible toning, as you can see here, was in a PCGS holder. This sold, this is one of the Bob Simpson coins, sold for 1.5 million, which, in my opinion, 1.5 million versus this one with really just average to dark toning, kind of the old crusty original at 1.44, kind of makes this one seem like a relative bargain for just about 66,000 more. If you're paying 1.4 million, 66 should not be too much of a jump. This seemed like a relative bargain compared to the other one. But what was interesting is, so this sale on December 17th of 2020, as I mentioned, was in an old NGC Proof 65 holder. Well, clearly the buyer of this coin thought there was upgrade potential, and perhaps they wanted it in the NGC holder, or PCGS holder. And what happened? By December 23rd, just about 7 days later, PCGS puts out an article that says the buyer of the ultra rare 1894S Barber Dime crossed it to PCGS. And you'll notice that, as they mentioned, it sold for 1.44 million. It went from a Proof 65 holder to now a 65 plus. No CAC yet. I'm sure it's going to go to CAC for another attempt at a sticker. That's a small upgrade. I wouldn't necessarily say it was a dramatic change when you think the one we just saw, Proof 66, sold for just a marginal jump from that price here. What's interesting is you kind of compare the visual look, and there's been one other sale in the recent past, and this was Proof 63 back in August of 2019 that sold for about 1.32 million. And it's kind of interesting that you'll notice that a lot of these sales are kind of in the same range regardless of the date, and this was that Proof 63. Again, nice toning. You don't see it in the holder, but perhaps this is better than a Proof 63 when you compare it to the Proof 65 Barber that we're going through now. Thought this was an interesting sale. Wanted to give you guys a highlight there. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you like more of these videos. Thank you very much.